Hey, I'm Scott.
And I'm Chris.
And this is Doxalogic, where we help you think with your Bible.
Let's jump into these questions. The first one reads like this. Will there be children in heaven? It seems strange that multiply and fill the earth would end, but if there's no marriage, ... That's how it was written.
That's a really interesting question. It would imply, I think, by the last part, if there's no marriage, there's not going to be having more babies in heaven, which is correct. We have every reason to expect that's right. There's no marriage in heaven. There's not going to be more population of new people created in the image of God. They say it's strange. What's they say? It's strange to me that
it seems strange that, and then there's quotes here: multiply and fill the earth would end.
So that's Genesis 1 and the creation mandate, the cultural mandate, have dominion and be fruitful and multiply. I would argue it's not odd or that it would end because everything ends in terms of human history. It's going to be eternity. It's not going to be like history. There's a corresponding nature to our bodies and our resurrection body, 1 Corinthians 15, but maybe it's a lack of specificity in the scripture to say as much, but I would just say it stands to reason that, there will not be a need to be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth any longer when we're in the eternal state. Yeah. So that's a brief answer, but I don't find it weird or strange. So
yeah, all right.
Yeah, I mean, we could. I feel like a couple
passages. There won't be new humans born in heaven. I think that's what I'm assuming she for some reason.
Wow.
I think that's what this person is getting at.
Since there's no marriage. Well, the passage that she's getting that out of, just let me read this.
He went pronoun she as well.
We don't know if it's a girl.
Oh, we do. Who is this?
No, we don't know.
Oh.
Hey, let the record show, Scott and I don't find out. I can't remember the last time we ever found out.
Okay, read.
Why did we say she?
I don't know either.
I don't know. It's all right. Would a dude not be as interested? I don't know.
Now I kind of want to look, right. But go ahead and read.
All right, so Matthew 22, 23, that same day Sadducees came to him who say there's no resurrection. They asked him a question, being Jesus, saying, Teacher, Moses said if a man dies having no children, his brother must marry the widow and raise up children for his brother. Now there were 7 brothers among us. The first married and died, and having no children left his wife to his brother. Having no children, left his wife to his brother. So too, the second and third, down to the 7th. After them all, the woman died. In the resurrection, therefore, of the 7, whose wife will she be? For they all had her. And this is how Jesus answered, You are wrong, because you know neither the scriptures nor the power of God. For in the resurrection they neither marry nor are given in marriage, but are like angels in heaven. And as for the resurrection of the dead, have you not read what was said to you by God? I am the God of Abraham and the God of Isaac and the God of Jacob. He is not God of the dead, but of the living. And when the crowd heard it, they were astonished at his teaching. So that's, I think, the passage about saying, since there's no marriage, ... But then you get into the be fruitful and multiply, which, is essentially continuing to be fulfilled in this age, right? And more so even the way Colossians talks about is that the gospel's going forth. And so there's a spiritual even fulfillment of this as well, but that by the time we get to the consummation, right, whether that's, the intermediate state before the return of Christ or after the return of Christ, the new heavens and the new earth, that accomplishment of what Genesis 1 was promising will be fulfilled in its entirety. And then those whom the Lord chose before the foundation of the world, now all being gathered to Christ, and now with Christ entering to the new heavens and the new earth, so to speak, that's a set.
Yeah.
There's not going to be more children produced. But that day won't come a second before the Lord has saved all who are his, right?
Yep.
That's good.
That's really good. Thanks, guys.
You've been listening to Doxalogic, a podcast by Doxa Church in Rockland, California. To learn more, visit us online at doxa.church.